Hello to all the curious cinephiles of B-movies. Let's delve into the fascinating world of the film Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Attack.
This cult classic, released in 1978, has become an icon of B-movie cinema. We will explore 5 interesting facts about this movie. The origin of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes began as a parody. The film's creators, John DeBello and Costa Dillon, had the idea of making a satire of 1950s monster movies. Thus, the amusing concept of bloodthirsty mutant tomatoes was born. The film is supposedly based on the novel The Grapes of Wrath, making an obvious parody of the novel and John Ford's 1940 film of the same name. It is considered one of the worst movies in history, alongside Ed Wood's Plan 9 from Outer Space. One of the most surprising aspects of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is its low budget. The movie was made with less than $100,000, an extremely limited amount even by the standards of that time. Family members of the filmmakers contributed money to the production and even appeared in small roles. It was shot on 35mm Kodak 5247 negative film, which was unusual for low-budget productions that typically used positive film. That's why post-production took up a significant portion of the budget. Despite the financial constraints, the production team managed to use their creativity to create ingenious special effects. The giant tomatoes were made with foam rubber, and the giant tomatoes' ear flaps were made from toilet lid covers. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes left its mark not only with its absurd plot but also with its catchy theme song. The movie features a song titled Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, which became a phenomenon at the time. The song was performed by the rock group of that era, the Four Martians. Its infectious rhythm and ridiculous lyrics became a surprising hit and further helped popularize the film.
They're gooey, gushy, squishy, mushy, rotten to the core. They're standing outside your door.
The special 25th anniversary edition, marketed by Crest Films and Avalon Productions, includes delicious extras, including the song Puberty Love, which ultimately causes the death of the aggressive tomatoes. The theme was performed by Matt Cameron, who would later become the drummer for the bands Pearl Jam and Soundgarden. The film's protagonists include David Miller, known for movies like Time Killers and Gunpowder. James Stephen Peace performed all the scenes without stunt doubles, including the dangerous part where he is dragged by a car. Later, he entered politics as a member of the Democratic Party in the United States. Sharon Taylor, an actress known for Ruby Rescue and Final Impact Asteroid. As for the protagonists' costumes, the actors' military uniforms were bought at Goodwill stores. The ending at the San Diego Stadium was filmed in just one day. Most of the extras wore their own colorful clothing for the scene. And finally, the helicopter featured in the film actually crashed. In the shot, you can see the propellers hitting the ground, causing the helicopter to lose control. The director decided to immediately add the scene of the burnt wreckage and take advantage of it for the filming. The rented helicopter cost $60,000, much more than the entire movie. It parodied suspense classics like North by Northwest and Jaws. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes spawned a series of sequels. The film became a cult franchise with Return of the Killer Tomatoes Strike Back, and Killer Tomatoes Eat France. All directed by John DeBello. Furthermore, It inspired an animated television series by Fox Kids in the 90s. In 2008, a 3-issue miniseries with script by Dale Mettam and art by Eric Owen was announced under the Viper Comics label. However, it seems that only the first issue was published. 3 video games based on the Killer Tomatoes were released, including versions for NES, Game Boy, Amstrad CPC, MSX, and ZX Spectrum. In the 80s, a video game for PC, Nintendo, and Nintendo Game Boy was released in 8-bit format, achieving very good sales. In the video game, Donkey Kong 64, the tomatoes appear as large mutants and enemies of Donkey Kong. They have a sinister appearance and sharp teeth, inspired by the movie's design and behavior. The book series, The Hollows, by Kim Harrison is based on a world where genetically modified tomatoes kill people. The author acknowledged that the inspiration came from this movie. A short film by director Nenko Genev pays tribute to the film, titled, Tomatoes Eat You. We recommend visiting the Killer Tomatoes website for spectacular content. The legacy of this film has remained alive over the years. And there you have it, 5 curiosities about the movie, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I hope you enjoyed these facts and that they intrigued you to revisit this hilarious and unique film. Don't forget to leave your comments and subscribe to the channel for more content on B-Movie Curiosities. Until the next video.
They're marching down the halls. They're crawling up the walls. They're gooey, gushy, squishy, mushy, rotten to the core. They're standing